Welcome, my name is Dominic and this is Max Level EDC. Today's video is going to be a little rushed because I'm trying to get this out on the first day of Prime Day. We're going to be discussing the items that I found when looking through hundreds, and I mean hundreds of pages of products. And I narrowed it down to different brands and different topics. Anyway, I spent about 3 or 4 hours doing it this morning. And there were some major gems that showed up, and certainly some categories were more present than others. So I want to talk a little bit about that. But first I want to tell you that everything I talk about here and hundreds more, and I literally mean hundreds more, are going to be in a link, the first link that you see in the description. So there I will put an entire list of all of the items that I found that might want to take a look at, some just to inspire you to do further searches, but I would definitely start there because it was a lot. When I went through all the list, about 90% of it is junk, and there are definitely some gems in there, so it's kind of hard to find. So starting with wallets, all of the Timberland wallets are on sale. Most of the Dango wallets are on sale, including this one, which went from $20 when I purchased it to $17 and now to $14. There's, Distill Union not only put their wallets on sale, but also their key organizing systems. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, so feel free to just take a look at your leisure. I just wanted this to be a nice starting point so you didn't have to go through what I just did. Also, a lot of things that go on sale. One of the number one things is flashlights, and a lot of brands had something on sale. But the big ones for me were Sofarin. Man, I just made a video on it and I set a certain price and they just dropped dramatically during the sale. So the HS05, which I've had in a couple of different videos recently, is now $23 with the entire setup and including the battery. It's crazy. All of the Sofarin flashlights are really, really cheap. And just something I should mention, in that list, it'll show the price from Prime Day, but it won't show coupons. So a lot of times they have little check boxes that you have to click, and so you get even more off. An example of that would be the SP10 Pro, which just recently came onto Amazon, and in this sale is like under $18, which is crazy. That's cheaper than I paid direct from China. Other things, I put some tools in there because I thought there was a couple standouts. The only major brands that I saw from power tools was one thing from DeWalt and one thing from Ryobi. There was a couple of other tools that I put in there that might be relevant to modifying multi-tools or anything else if you're interested. I think there was a rotary tool in there as well, and many other things. I tried to just pull as much as I could to kind of get a starting point, maybe get you some ideas. We have pens from different brands that I pulled in, and also organizers. So the one organizer brand that I pretty much focused on was a company called Viperade. Now, Viperade has sent me some stuff to take a look at, and I haven't had a chance to review it, but what I can tell you from my experience with them is that the quality is actually really surprising for the price. So these are two variants that are similar to other products that they sell, but they have different types of organizers that you can check out, including also a leather holster that you can use as well. Feel free to check those out. Now, let's move on to a subject that I'm very familiar with, budget multi-tools. A couple of those, there was only two in fact, but both of them are very notable. So the first one that is currently on sale is the Nextool Flagship Pro. So this is a very solid tool, and that was true when it was around $36. Now it's, I think, 25 or in the mid 20s with this sale. So that's actually quite good for this tool, which has replaceable cutters, spring-loaded pliers, a huge scissor that we've talked about in the past. It's a good tool, and it comes built in with a pocket clip. But the really big surprise here is I discovered a new multi-tool, one that I have not seen. Now, okay, that's not true. I've seen parts of this tool when we did a State of the Multiverse video a few months ago. And we saw that they're going to be incorporating replaceable cutters in the Byberry-esque multi-tool, the true wave clones, I'm going to call them, because they very much are very similar to the Leatherman Wave. But this one actually has replaceable cutters, and it also seems that they've improved the scissor as well on this tool. It comes in both black and also plain stainless steel. But the really crazy part is that this was a great price at what, 30 bucks, I think we were able to get it down to. The current price for this model is $23. $23 is so cheap for a tool like this. You will never, I can't guarantee, but there's a very low likelihood of you ever seeing a deal like this on a tool with this many good features. Now, I can talk about it as if something that I've already touched, because the manufacturer for this, the OEM for this, is all the same. They're the same people that make it for DA Camping, they make it for Byberry, they make it for all of the companies. It's the same people. And so the quality for their price is practically unmatchable. I don't think anything in $23 could even come close. And if I get it and I review it or I use it as a budget tool in later videos, I can't even recommend it because it's probably going to jump up in price. All I'm saying is if you take anything from this video, check that out for sure. There's also some notable knives in this sale. One thing, the one knife that really stood out to me was the Demco 8010. So it's amazing just how much this has dropped in price. I remember when these were $189. Now it's sitting at $103 for a 8010. Now this has got custom scales, obviously, but $103 for an S35 VN beast of a knife. That's pretty cool. That's also one of the lowest prices I've ever seen on that knife. So that's pretty much all I want to say for now. There's just too many items to cover, so I'm just going to leave the link. Check out, what I got just to look. You can kind of see, get an idea of what kinds of things are on sale. There wasn't that many knives, I'll be honest. There weren't that many folding knives that were of note here. I'm surprised I only saw one Coldsteel that was on sale. Maybe there are more. But yeah, I'm hoping this will help you get started if you're looking for sales. And the other thing I would like to ask before we finish this video is, what categories should I look for next time around? Because if I focus my view a little bit, I can make this a little bit better video, maybe even get it out a little bit earlier. So let me know which categories you're most interested in for these types of videos. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate your time, and we'll talk again soon.